Maybe
We are
that
discussing,
love is too
it's a
long.
matter of discussion, by the way. We are discussing only.
Interesting.
I will not bother you by taking the homework and uh, big deal stuff. Introductions doesn't mean we're discussing the thing together to understand what is the concept of this unit only. So, star-crossed romance, this phrase, what does it mean for you? I think someone was talking.
Yes, yes.
Zina,
I
what do you
was
think?
saying that I was saying that their love is too long.
A love that is too long? Love story, you mean?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Relationship
So, what the relation between a star and crossed?
that it is full
How?
of love and journeys and these stuff.
Can I ask you something? You have to take care of the words that are used in this phrase. Can I listen? Haneen, are you going to talk or are you going to write? Should I read your comment in the chat? Are you going to write, Haneen, or are you going? Yes, Haneen, I know that you're raising your hand. What are you going to do? Fate. It's fate. Okay, you are yes, so close to the actually to the meaning of this phrase, star-crossed romance. Um, Actually, people in the past they were have a deep belief of the stars, and that the stars in the sky, and that they can change their fate. So when we say the star crossed, do you think this kind of romance is a happy one, or the one that faced dramatic uh, incidents? Did you understand my question? Should I say it again? Yes, Haneen, excellent. It's a dramatic yes incident. That's right. Right. Let's just get. I have prepared for you a presentation where we can talk about the thing. Okay. Do you love the theme? Hmm? Guys, I'm not in the desert. I have people here. I have a company. Someone answer me.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Zina, thank you. Thank you for the others. Yeah, the others really, you're so caring. Okay, let's ask you a question, and the question not only for Zina, not only for Haneen, it's for all of you. What is the difference between something called the free will and fate? What the difference between free will and fate? Do you know first what the meaning of free will? What the meaning of free will? Yes, Haneen. Where is it? What do you mean of free
Yes,
will?
I know the meaning of fate.
Free fate.
Yes.
Fate. Okay. Free will, Haneen said that means that you have a choice or can affect what will happen to you. Okay, I will not read the second one, Haneen, because it's not for you. That's right. Free will, it means that you have you are so free to choose whatever you want. You have the ability to choose. This is the meaning of free will. But fate, Zina?
It's something that is outside person's control.
Yes, that's right. And who writes for us our fate?
كده الله يعني.
Of course, that's it. That's it. The fate is something you don't have anything to do with it. Why? Because it was written for you before that. It's made by God, of course. So now the question again: what's the difference between free will and fate? So as Haneen and Zaina said, the free will, and this is written here, sorry by mistake, wrong here. It's with E, not with I, of course. Free will is defined as the ability to choose how to act, the ability to make choices that are not controlled by fate. It means that it is not written by someone. You are the one who write for yourself your track, the track of life. if you can do this, if you have the ability to draw for yourself the track of your life, by exercising the free will, can a person change or control his or her fate? What do you think? If you can, or I mean, exercising free will, it means that you try to choose for yourself the track of your life. Do you think that you can control or change your fate?
No, yes.
Can't.
Why?
Because it's not something that we choose.
So now we are in an endless circle, right?
Yes.
Sometimes people think when they are in a choice situation and they cannot choose, and they think that when they choose the way that they think that is the best way for them, they thought that they have changed their fate, but actually no, it was written for them. It was originally their fate that they are going to choose this way, and this way is gonna be the best choice for their life. It, of course, it's according. Some people choose a way that would not be the best, but it's at the end. This is their fate. So this means that the fate is controlling your free will. You cannot control your fate. Can I ask the question to the Nadine? Yes, Nadine Muhammad. Nadine Muhammad, do you want to add something?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
لا I raised my hand to answer the previous question.
If you want to add something, it's okay. Yes.
No.
طيب. Hassan.
Yes,
Yes. Do you understand what we are talking about?
I just joined.
Okay. Kamal, what about you? Kamal. The last call. Kamal. Muhammad Itribi.
Yes, miss.
Yes. Do you understand what we are talking about?
Of course, miss.
Okay, tell me. Muhammad, we will not wait the whole day. Tell me what we were talking about.
Miss Kamal is answering on the chat.
Okay. No, I'm just make sure that you are here. Okay. Muhammad disappeared then. So this means that you are not here in the session. طيب. Ranim Hatem.
Yes, miss.
Yes, can you tell us what we are talking about?
Miss, actually, I don't know.
طيب. Who else can tell us what we were talking about for the people who have just joined? Someone tell us what we were talking about. Not Haneen, not Zina. No one.
The difference between free will and fate.
And what the difference? Yes, Hannah, keep going.
Fate is outside our control. We can't change it. But free will, something we can act or we can do.
So you have the choice in the free will. This means that
Yes.
yes, your will is free to choose whatever you want. But when we think generally, we'll find that our fate is the thing that had the upper hand over everything. Even if you think that you have a will or you are free will in choosing something for your life or the track of your life, so it was already your fate. It's not your choice at the end. Okay, back to the phrase star-crossed romance. What does it suggest for you? As I told you, the star-crossed described is a pair of lovers, two people who are in a relation who loves each other, and they often thwarted. The word thwarted means hindered. Hindered means blocked or stopped or something becomes like an obstacles in the relation, and this thing that has hindered their relation is an outside forces, not their choices. It wasn't their choices. Those people or those two lovers, they were thwarted by Malin. Malin mean wicked star. Do we have a star that is wicked? No, because they believe that the stars can change their fate, can change their life. So the stars were working against this relation. That's why the name, the phrase means the star-crossed romance. It means that the star has affected this relation and put it in a dramatic way. Okay. In your life, do you think that you are free to make all the decisions and choices in life? Are you free to make everything and take all the decisions that you want in life? Are you free to do this?
No.
Okay. Does someone else has another answer? Different, I mean. It's only no. Okay, Hannah, tell us, yes. Why no? Why did you say no?
Miss, what after all?
Do you feel that you are free to make all the decisions and choices in life? I don't understand you, Wamid. It's about the something. What does it mean? You mean that depend on the thing that you want to make? Okay. We have a word called destiny. Do you know what the meaning of destiny? What the meaning of destiny? It's the same thing. Destiny means your fate. Destiny means that the end that you are moving to, the target that all your life is going toward it. This is your destiny. It's the written thing, the written life that God has created for you. So the word destiny means fate too. It means fate. So the idea of destiny was once connected to a notion about the stars, as I'm telling you. Some believe that those stars control their life. So they give rise to the idea of star-crossed lovers, those who had a sorrowful fate that cannot escape. So it has been written for them that they are going to live this sorrow fate. They cannot change it at all. What is the essential question that we are going to answer during this unit? Do we determine our destiny? What the meaning of the word determine? Do you know? What the meaning of determine?
Decide.
Decide, that's right. Do we decide
Choose?
our fate? Do we guide our fate? Do we draw our fate? Do we choose our fate or destiny? This is the essential question that we are going to answer during this unit. If you go to the book, we have at the beginning the launching text, but we are not going to read it this time.
Miss, open which page?
Yes, okay, we are moving page 359. I'm just scrolling till we reach the page that we are going to discuss. We have this page, which is on page 359. This is the table or the academic word that are in relation to the writing of this unit. Actually, the writing of this unit is argumentative text, and we have already studied. So we are still working on the informative text that we have started practically in the school. Followed by the launching text, this one, Romeo and Juliet. They are going to read it and summarize it, but I don't want to overwhelm you right now between two quotations. I don't want to overwhelm you by reading it and making a summary till you finish your exams. Okay, but we are going to study something about the theater, what the meaning of theater, and how did the theater look like at the beginning? The old theater, the first theater has been found in England especially. You'll find this where On page 366. 366. This one. 366. Did you find it? Did you find the page? No answer. Did you find the page?
Yes, Miss, I found.
Okay, Hassan, do you have your book with you?
No.
Why? I told you 3 weeks ago about it. Where is it?
It's in the back.
I'm not. It's not funny for me, by the way.
I am not kidding, but I don't understand the
What's the
question.
meaning of the bag? I said bring it. Bring your book and open it.
Okay.
Yusuf Muhammad, do you have your book with you? Yusuf Muhammad. طيب, if I call the name once and no one answer me, yes, really, you didn't attend the session. And by the way, Miss Iman is attending, so not only me, I'm calling the name. She's writing who is attending, who's answering. It's not the matter of you. I have a list of names in front of me. When I call your name, you have to answer. That's it. وئام.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have your book?
Yes, but Miss, which page?
366.
Miss,
Now,
in the new book?
yes, in a new book, of course. Now you know, of course, who this woman in the picture. Do you know her?
Elizabethan, yes.
Yeah, that's right. This is Queen Elizabeth I that we have studied her life or her biography in your social study, the first quarter. What the relation between theater and Elizabeth, that we are going to discover right now. We start reading, please. Read only the highlighted lines.
I don't have highlighted lines.
لا, in my screen.
Like, okay. Sometime around the year 1350, at the end of the Middle Ages, Italian city-states such as Venice and Gonia began to trade extensively with the East. With trade came more knowledge and growing curiosity about the world. Soon Italy was leading the way in the flowering of European learning known as the Renaissance.
Yes, Renaissance. Yes, Renaissance. 1 second. Yes, you know, of course, that England is in Europe. England is the continent. Names Europe. Now, in 1350 it was the end of something called the Middle Age. There was some cities in Italian cities, which is Venice and Genoa. Those are two cities in Italy. They began to make trade. Trade, it means to sell and buy things with the East, where we live here. This kind of trading, of course, the people who are taking the goods to the East and the people who are bringing them back, they are exchanging also the knowledge. So this thing of trading bring for them more knowledge and grow curiosity. It means that people they were keen to know more about this new world. So Italy now.
Which line, please? Because I
The same.
the line.
Can you follow me in the page here? Can you see it? The same thing. You underline in your book, of course.
Okay.
So what do you think for a city that is exchanging its goods with the, other countries outside the continent, and this country is totally different in everything? What do you think about a country that the people who are living there start to feel curiosity about learning new things? What will happen to it? Of course, Italy it start to lead the flowering, the prosperity in Europe, especially learning the new things. This time or this age where Italy was leading Europe for this kind of prosperity was known as the Renaissance. And Renaissance is a time where everything has been developed and improved. This is an age called Renaissance where every time has been developed or improved to the best. Okay, in all fields, yes, the change happen in all fields. Let's see this. Those are the different fields where the a lot of people or famous names has appeared. Those are the remarkable names in the Renaissance era. We have here the, for example, we have Galilei, and we have Nicholas Copernicus. They questioned long-held beliefs to prove that the world was round and that it circled the sun, not vice versa. They discovered that the world is round. Also, we have navigators. Navigators are people who search in the world. Ferdinand Magellan, and we have Christopher Columbus. Of course, you have heard about them. They braved
Miss, what is the navigator?
What is what?
The navigator.
Navigators are. Do you know the map, Google Map in your phone when you want to go to a place?
Yes.
Yes, we call this navigation. What do we call navigation? Navigate searching for a place you want to go. So the navigators are people who were searching for new places. They just put themselves in a small boat and they just sail in the sea to discover if there are another place different than that they live in. And that's what happened really. They braved or they invade the sea in tiny boats, very small boats, to explore new lands. And when they explore new land or discover new land, of course they will find also new trade routes. They will find shorter trade routes where they can save time instead of going in a route that was very long. They discover short routes for their trades. Also, we have religious thinkers like John Calvin and Martin Luther. Those two, they have challenged the authority of the Roman Catholic Church, and they have started the formation of Protestant. Artists, we have Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. Of course, you know them. Those two artists, they painted and they sculpted lifelike human being. Do you know what the meaning of lifelike human being? Like this. They were the first people to sculpt. It means like it to create, to form statues like that, and those statues. Yes, without Arabic, Muhammad, you know that. They have sculpted statues like human being exactly. This is what one example, and we have also Leonardo da Vinci was the first one also to draw real characters that can show you impression on her face, like of course this painting. What do we call it? The Mona Lisa. And the writers. One of the two famous writers is Miguel de Cervantes and William Shakespeare. Those two people, they have wrote about complex human personalities in fiction and drama. Those two people were the first writers to write about a character that has a complex in their feeling and describe this feeling in details. Okay, what is this? This is an introduction for the Elizabethan theater. where it is of course not, this is not William Shakespeare, but it's like an imagination. Imagine that William Shakespeare is introducing for you the Elizabethan theater, how the Elizabethan theater looked like during this time. Okay, I will let you watch the video, so please just listen well to it. Okay, we have. Can you hear the video or not? Can you hear something?
No.
No. Okay, 1 second.
Miss, open the voice to can't hear.
Yes, I know. I just I don't
Miss,
remember.
are we gonna rejoin the session after 10 minutes?
Yes, of course. Do
Okay.
you have another thing else to do? Now, yes, I think now you can.
I'm asking, Miss.
Okay, no. Okay now? Did you hear the sound of the video? Guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi friends. My name is William Shakespeare, but I suppose you heard about me. I want you to show you my theater, the Globe. It's made of wood and it's in the shape of an O. It was built by James Burbage for my company, the Lord Chamberlain's men.
Hi, Willie. You look in good shape.
Hi Richard. You look fine too. The place held several thousand playgoers, and often it was packed. Why? Because it was such a novelty. There had never been such a thing in Britain before. Earlier theaters of a sort had existed, but never before had there been a commercial playhouse dealing with subjects like everyday life, love and death, comedies, tragedies, and histories, with human failures and triumphs. And it wasn't expensive. The Lord Chamberlain's men produced works for everyone. You could get in to see a play if you didn't mind standing for a penny. The standees were known as groundlings. The members of the audience would drop their coins into a box as they entered, hence the term box office. There could be as many as 500 for a performance, and they kept commenting all that was taking place on the stage. Vendors wandered through the crowd during the performance selling beer, apples, oranges, and nuts. Hazelnuts seemed to have been preferred. The Elizabethan playhouse, by the way, was painted in marvelous colors. The performances usually had no, or very little, scenery, but no one minded because no one had ever seen a performance with scenery, so they didn't miss it. A key point to note about the Globe was its location. The theater, the plays, the actors were all regarded by right-thinking Londoners, as well as by the authorities, as not really respectable. So the place had to be outside the city proper. Now let's give a look of the theater architecture. Its shape was circular or octagonal, and inside there were 3 stories of roofed galleries looking down onto the stage. There was no roof over the yard, so the groundlings got wet when it rained. The stage was called apron stage because it jutted into the yard, also called pit, so that when the theater was full the actors were surrounded on 3 sides. The stage was so small that no more than 12 actors could appear at the same time. The shadow, or thatched roof, protected the players from the rain. In front of the stage there was a trapdoor used for devilish apparitions and disappearances. The actors' tiring house was the place where the actors changed their costumes, and it was presumably located behind stage. There were 2 doors for entrances and exits. Behind the stage there was an inner stage hidden by a curtain when not in use. It was needed for several plays, for Juliet's tomb, or as a hiding place for Claudius and Polonius in Hamlet. When a tragedy ended with several corpses on the stage, two methods were available. Either the body was carried off or it was hidden in a recess, but not behind a curtain. Why? Because in the Elizabethan theaters, there were no curtains. There was also an upper stage, and an upmost area normally occupied by the musician. This is weird. When the play was in progress, a flag flew at the top of the roof of the theater with its emblem. There were no artificial lights in my theater. Often on the apron stage, the actor came forward in the midst of the audience and, being in close contact with his public, could use a great variety and subtlety of voice, gesture and expression. There were no scenery but only simple props, like tables, chairs, swords, canvases of the sun and the moon. 4 night scenes, a simple torch transported the audience into the night world. My only regret is there were no actresses in the Elizabethan theater, and so the parts of young women were acted by boys. Apart from this, it was fun to be part of an actor's company. But we were not only friends, we were all partners and shareholders of our acting company. That's why companies usually remain constant. Well, I imagine you would have enjoyed living in the Elizabethan age, but alas, you have not been as lucky as myself. Bye, friends. Thanks a lot to the students of Class 4th B of Liceo Scientifico Galilei of Benevento for writing the script.
Okay. Now, can I ask a question? If you have heard the video well? Okay, first, the first question, why there was like a flag at the top of the theater? He said that was flag at the top of the theater. Why there was a flag at the top of the theater? This one. What would they use as the flag?
To tell the people that is from this country.
To tell the people what?
That is from this country for the flag.
Tell them about what?
I don't know.
What do you think? At the theater, and they were raising the flag during what time?
The Elizabethan age.
Okay, no, the theater. They raise the flag when they do this. When there was a show on the stage to inform the people of the city that there was a show starting over the stage right now. It's like an announcement. There was no radio, no TV, no billboards to make an advertisement for the show that is going to happen on the stage. So when they raise the flag on the theater like that, it means it was like a sign for the people of the city that there was a show to start over or on the stage of the theater. Type a second question. Where was the theater? It was in the city or outside the city? Where was the theater? It was inside the city or outside the city?
In the city?
Nope.
Oh.
Actually, it was outside the city, in a remote area. Look, here was the city, this is the city, and here was the theater. It was totally on the other side of the river itself. Do you know why? Why do you think they built the theater here?
No.
What about the others? What about the others? Actually, the nobility people and the high class people, they refused building a theater in the middle of the city because they thought that it's improper. Because it was something that is, it was an innovation. It means that something that is done for the first time. So they refused to build the theater in the city. That's why they built it outside the city. That was the first one, by the way. But when they built another one, it was bigger, and it was built inside the city, and they named it the Globe. The first one was named the theater only. Type. What in the past, of course, you know, when they decide to make a play, they were actors to act on the stage. Were they actresses too? I mean women? Were there women to act in the play in the past? That's a question. You were not listening to the video or what? Just to know. You didn't listen to the video or you didn't understand it?
No, yes, it was lagging.
What was lagging, me or the video itself?
No, you.
Why no one said then? Okay, welcome back again. We were talking about the actresses in the play that was in the old theater. Were they women?
No, you miss.
Okay, who acted the roles of the women then? Who acted the roles of a woman? If there's the story had a woman roles, and of course there was, and who was or who were acting the women roles? Children. They brought the children or young boys to act instead of the women. There were no actresses that acts in the theater in the old ages. They brought only young boys to act instead of them. There was two types of audiences who attended the theater. Who were they? Two types of audiences. Who were they? Who were they? There were people who cannot afford to pay the tickets, so they just they were paying only pennies, and they just keep standing in front of the stage of the theater. They call them they stand here in the bed area. Just keep standing here. They call it the undergrounding. And of course, the other people were the nobles, and those nobles, they were sitting here on this desk or chair in front of the stage. Okay, this generally how, of course, those rooms, they were rooms for the actors to change their clothes. And here we have
Miss, you're not hearing the screen.
Yes, I'm not playing it. You can't hear me?
Yes, I can, but you're not sharing the screen.
I'm not sharing the screen. This is okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Again, the people they call them the groundling, they cannot afford paying the ticket of the theater, so they were paying only pennies, few pennies. They drop it in the box, and they stand here in this area, which they call it the bed. Again, I said to you, those rooms they said that we have 3 stores. Stores, it means floors of the theater. Those rooms, the first and the second, they were for the actors to change their clothes, and the third one here, that was for the musicians to play the music here. You have the 2 doors for the actors to just get in and out of on the stage, which was not too big. It was just a small stage. And there was here, can you see this? I just enlarge it for you. Yes, can you see this one? The trap door. This one. This is the trap door here. It was where to hide if they were supposed that they were acting that someone was killed or something. So to hide the body, they just put it here through this door. Okay.
Miss, can you repeat the trapdoor because you lag in this part?
Okay. In the play that they are acting, if there was someone, suppose that he was killed, just acting. So they hide his body in this the trap door here. Nowadays there are curtains to hide the body there, but here they don't have curtains, so they hide it in this trap door. They open the door and hide it. And sometimes to make some actors to hide, to appear suddenly in the scene, so they come up through this door. Okay, this is generally how the theater looked like. It was a little bit different, of course, but it was something new according to this era, something that it was the first time to happen in the world. Okay, so we called about the different that in the Renaissance area, the different field that has been improved. Now, what about all this was in Europe, and Italy was the first place that lead Europe to this. What about England itself? Had Renaissance appeared or reached England or not? Zina, read please. We are back on the book again, page 366, the second subheading, the Renaissance in England. Zina, can you read?
Yes, miss. Yes. The Renaissance in England. The Renaissance was slow to come to England. The delay was caused mainly by the civil war between two Greek families or houses claiming the English throne. Yes, claiming the English throne, the House of York and the House of the Lancaster. The conflict ended in 1485 when Henry Tudor of the House Lancaster took the throne as King Henry VIII.
Seventh. This is seventh. Can we wait a minute here? A minute here. So the word was a delay. It means that the Renaissance didn't reach England as fast as it happened in Italy. Why? Because there was civil war between two families. Each one of them claimed that they have the right to have the throne, to control England, I mean. And these two families were the House of York and the House of Lancaster. And the House of Lancaster has taken the throne by Henry Tudor. He was King Henry VII. Keep reading, Zina.
After a successful rule in which English commerce expanded, he was succeeded by his son Henry VIII. Henry VIII,
yes.
Whose reign was filled with
reign.
turmoil.
Reign.
Okay, reign was filled with turmoil. Henry sought a divorce from the Spanish princess Catherine of Aragon so that he could remarry. Oh, remarry. Okay. Remarry and possibly have a son.
Wait a minute. Now, who we're talking about one? Now, Henry VII was succeeded by his son Henry VIII. You know what I mean? Succeeded. He take the throne after his death. So during Henry VIII, his reign it means the period where he was controlling or ruling the country, was filled with turmoil. It means confusion. There was not something clear. This means that he didn't rule the country well, like his father. We have learned about Henry VIII and what did he do? Why did he ask for the divorce of his first wife, Catherine of Aragon? She was Spanish, because he wanted to remarry again, because he was waiting for a son. Yes, Zena?
He was convinced that only a male would be strong enough to hold the throne. When the Pope refused to grant the divorce, Henry renounced the Roman Catholic Church and made England a Protestant nation.
Yes. Wait a second. Yes. So because he thought that the only son or a boy can control or can take the throne, not a girl. That's why he was looking for a son. That's what we have said before. And who refused this marriage? The Pope of the Church. What was the church? It was the Catholic Church. He refused this divorce, so Henry renounced. It means he gave up. He stopped admitting the rule or the control of the Roman Catholic Church. And what did he invent? If you remember, he invented the Protestant Church, and that was the beginning of the Protestant nation in England. Yes, Zaina?
Ironically, his remarriage to a woman named Anne Boleyn produced not a son but a daughter, Elizabeth. Even more ironically, when Elizabeth took the throne, she proved to be one of the strongest monarchs that England
Monarch.
has ever known.
Monarch. Yes.
Monarch.
Monarch, it means a queen or a king according to what you are talking about, and that's really Elizabeth was very the strongest queen that has controlled England, and she during her era there was a big change happened to England. Thank you. Then I wish that you have underlined the thing that we have read, or that I was highlighting here in my book. Okay, what about the reign or the time where Elizabeth was ruling England? The reign of Elizabeth is often seen, if you remember, we called it what? We called it the Golden Age in the English history, or the Elizabethan Age. What does this mean? Because there was a great prosperity happened to England during her reign or her rule for England. I need someone to read, starting from the second paragraph on page 368. 368, right? No, not the 368, wait. We are in 367. 367, the second paragraph. Should I read? Ahmed Sameh, are you here? Ahmed Sameh. Hassan. Hassan.
Yes.
Should you take all this time to answer me?
Sorry.
Read.
London became a bustling capital on the busy river Thames, where ships from all over the world sailed into port. The city attracted newcomers from the countryside and immigrants from foreign islands. Streets
Foreign
were
lands.
narrow, dirty,
Foreign
and
lands.
crowded. Foreign lands. Streets were narrow, dirty, and crowded, but they were also lined with shops where vendors sold merchandise from near and far. English women enjoyed more freedom
Miss
than these
Hassan
women
is lagging.
I can hear him
elsewhere
well.
in Europe, and the class system was more fluid as well. To be sure, those of different ranks led very different lives. Yet even the low-born were able to attend one of the city's most popular new amusements, the theatre.
Yes, so the biggest mean of amusement during this time was the theater that we had described, and all the types of levels can have the opportunity to attend this thing. As I told you, they named them the underground, and they were paying only pennies to attend the theater. Of course, this is the Elizabeth and the Spanish Armada. We will not go through it. We have studied before, just for your information. And then we move to the theater in the Elizabethan England. You'll find this on the next page, page 368. The Elizabethan audience, they include all the levels of society, from the groundlings, those people who are paying penny to enter the theater, a penny entrance fee, only few pennies, or to the nobility. This is the highest rank. Okay, we will skip this and go to the last one here, England's first theater. This is the first one was built in 1576, and it was built by someone called James Burbage, as the character of William Shakespeare said in the video. He said that the officials had banned the performance of plays in London. That's why he built the theater outside the London city walls. It was on the other side of the river. The first one of the plays that has been performed on this stage was the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet, which was written by William Shakespeare. For your surprise, that James Burbage the one who built the theater, he acted the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet, or his son, the son of James Berwick, acted in it, and there was someone called Richard. He was act like a Romeo here, but later on, he the same one, Burbage, has built a bigger theater, and it opened in 1599. It was called the Globe, and also here many of William Shakespeare's plays were acted here. This is how it looks like. So the people who cannot pay, they just stand here, and the audience who or the nobles, they were sitting here on those places. Right.
Miss, where is the people who can't pay?
Yes, here they stand here, standing.
Okay.
They didn't sit on a chair. They just stand.
Okay.
Right. Let's go to another point. We won't speak about what is the drama, what is meant by drama generally. So, can you please, yes, you listen to this video too, where it tells you what are the elements of drama, and please follow it well, because I will ask after the video. Okay. Have you watched the video well?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, generally the elements of drama. Yes. Can you mention one of the elements that the video had mentioned?
The two
Accent.
types
Okay. So
characters.
can you raise your hands, please, if you are more than one is going to answer? Can you raise your hand? I heard yes, overlap. Now Zena is the only one who's raising her hand. What about the others? Wid here? Judy Amr.
Yes.
Yes. Can you mention one of the elements of drama that the video has said or mentioned?
I really don't know.
Okay, you didn't know or you didn't watch the video?
I didn't watch.
You didn't watch the why are you then on the session?
I entered late.
Okay. Thank you for your care.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Muhammad Goma.
Miss, there is one setting and
Yes,
correct
this is yeah, I
characteristic.
need one. You said the setting. Setting is one
Yes.
of the elements of drama. Setting. What the meaning of setting?
The place or place for to do something in it,
Yes,
or
excellent. The place and not only the place.
The time?
time for
And comma,
for
yeah.
something good or bad.
Good job, Muhammad. Thank you very much. I'm so proud of you, really. One of the elements of drama is the setting. There must be a place where you are the play is happening, where this play is happening, and there must be a time when it was in the morning, at night, it was in the recent days, it was in the old days. So there must be a time, there must be a place. Thank you, Muhammad, very much. And the second thing, Yuanna, another thing different from the setting.
Acting?
What do you mean of acting?
Acting.
Okay, who is acting? Who is acting? What do you call people who are acting
people.
on the play? No, they have names, not people. Yani, should I bring anyone walking the street to come play and act in the play? Of course not. They have names. What do you call any people who are in a story or in a play? What do we call them? Character.
Characters.
Yeah, the character. We call them, Yuanna, the characters. Type characters. The video said that we have two types of characters in any play. Do you remember them?
Yes.
Yes, who are they?
Talking
No. Two types of people. Two types of characters.
I don't remember.
Type, just wait.
Can I tell?
Wait, Hannah.
Yes, miss.
You have an answer?
The type of characters?
Yeah?
Yeah, there is the protagonist and the antagonist.
Yes, the antagonist and the protagonist. Antagonist and the protagonist. Thank you, Hannah. Yes, antagonist and protagonist. I need who's the good guy or the good people and who are the bad people.
The bad one is antagonist.
No. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Antagonist is the bad character and
protagonist is the good one.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent. The antagonists are the bad people or the bad character, and the protagonists are the good character in any play or story. Thank you very much. So we spoke about the setting, Muhammad Goma said it, and then the character, Yuanna said it, and the types of character, Hannah and Wiam. Now we still have other elements of drama. What are they? Think that you can find in any drama. Your hand, please. The drama, it can be a play or a novel or a story or a movie. It's a drama. Other elements of drama. Okay, Zena.
The playwright.
The playwright, who is he?
The one who's writing the story or the novel.
Right. Yeah, that's right. The playwright is the one who is writing the play or the drama or the novel, whatever. Thank you. What else? Thank you, Zena. What else? That now we have the character and we have the place and the time. Then they are standing on the stage. What are they going to say? Are they going to look at each other only, or they are going to speak and talk together? Muhammad Goma, do you know the answer?
What, miss?
You are raising your hand. Do you know the answer?
No, I reading from the first
Put
question.
it down. Put it down. Okay, put your hand down.
What is the question?
Okay, I will
Sorry.
say it again. I will say it again. Yes, we am.
Dialogue.
The dialogue. The dialogue is one of the elements of the drama. What is the dialogue? It's the conversation that happened between the characters. And for this thing, we have a lot of types. The dialogue generally is the conversation happen between all the characters on the stage. But we have other types where sometimes the character is speaking alone on the stage, and sometimes the character is speaking to the whole, giving them a word or a speech. So each one of them have a meaning. But the dialogue is the conversation that happened between two or more characters on the stage. Now, fine, so they are talking to each other. Now, what do we call the thing where the playwright is writing for the characters that they have to enter at this time, they have to leave at this time, they have to raise their voice, they have to run, they have to grab something. The action that they should do during the play. What do we call this? What do we call this? Zena.
Stage directions.
That's right. The stage direction. What is the stage direction? It's the thing that the action that the characters should do during the play. Should they say it? No, they don't say it. They just act it. They just act it. How does it look like? I showed you. One second. This is the dialogue, and yes, here it is. This is what I'm talking about. What the thing that they are going to do. Just to give them the thing that they are going to do, we call them the stage direction. And look how you find it. You find it between two brackets like this. Dirks runs off the stage. We do not read what's between the two brackets, but the actors is doing the action. So you will keep watching this stage direction between two brackets. It's not said by anyone, but it's only done. Look at here, yes, Leslie screams loudly with frustration. So he is describing for her reaction, how should it do, and what she should do. Nathan talks into a cell phone, ignoring everyone around him. So he is giving him his impression, his feelings, the action that you're doing, but we don't read what's between the brackets. What do we call it again? The stage direction. Those are the most important elements of the drama. Thank you very much for attending, for your information, but the elements of drama are very important items that you will be asked to answer in any exam or quiz, so don't take it for granted. All what we have said today in this session is something that you have to know well, because you may answer or you find it in the question, the exam, or in the quiz. I think we have crossed our limited time. Thank you very much. If you need or you have any question, yes, I'm here for you. Do you have any question before you go?
No, you must. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
No.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank
Muhammad,
you.
very much. Yes, thank
Muhammad
you.
me?
Muhammad Goma, yes, of course. You were amazing today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Zena,
Thank
very
you.
much. Haneen.
Thank you.
We am. Thank you. Hassan, you will be the last one to say thank you to you.
Welcome.
Judy, thank you. Hannah, thank you very much. Muhammad.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ranim, thank you very much. Nadine, the same.
Thank you, miss.
I'm just mentioning the people who interacted with me today. Okay, yeah, enjoy your time. Thank you very much. See you next
Miss
Sunday.
and me.
And Joanna, yes, of course. I was just looking at the names to remind myself. Of course, and Joanna, thank you very much, dear. And Ahmed, thank you for your typing. Kamal, thank you for your typing. Okay, yeah, see you inshallah next Sunday. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.